Hey, it's Nexus. It's evening. The kitchen light is warm, low, the kind that makes everything feel slower than it is. Your kid asks you something, nothing complicated. A small, ordinary question, the kind you've answered 100 times before. And this time, nothing comes. Not silence because you didn't hear it. Silence because, somehow, you didn't have it in you to answer. 3 hours ago, in a meeting, you answered everything without blinking. So what happened between then and now? That wasn't about running out of love for them. Something else ran out first. And look at your face, right now, at this table. It's doing that same composed thing it was doing 3 hours ago. Automatically. Like nobody told it the meeting is over. Somewhere between the parking lot and your front door, that composed look just stopped. Honestly, it probably earned the break. And here's the strange part. It's not two different kinds of energy. It's one well, just spent twice. Efficient, just badly timed.
It's not that you had less love for them today. I wasn't sure what to call this either, until I found something that made me go, oh. Most people never get this explained to them. They just quietly decide something's wrong, not with a resource, but with the relationship itself. By the time they figure out otherwise, the damage isn't in the tank. It's in what they came to believe about themselves. You found the patience today to explain the same thing 4 different ways to 4 different people. Your kid asked once. And here's where it gets a little academic. The explanation involves a sociologist from the 1950s talking about performances. Stick with me. It's less dry than it sounds.
Wait, is someone watching? Do I need to... Oh, no one's watching. So why do I still feel like I have to...
Here's the first piece. Holding back what you feel all day, staying calm, staying patient, staying composed, and simply paying attention to someone you love. Those 2 things draw from the same place, not 2 tanks. One well, doing 2 different jobs. And it's not that the well runs completely dry either. It's more like it starts making choices about what matters least, quietly moving things to the bottom of the list. Your patience with a stranger's bad driving? Bottom of the list. Noticing your kid's face light up when they walk in? Turns out, on a bad enough day, that goes on the list too. Every time you bit your tongue today, that came from somewhere. Every time you kept your voice level when you didn't feel level, same place. Every time you smiled at someone you didn't feel like smiling at, same well. And so does simply listening to your kid instead of just waiting for your turn to talk. Same resource, 2 different jobs. Your mind spent the whole day being the reasonable one. It didn't file overtime. Here's the second piece. That well only gets spent where somebody's watching, where you need to keep up a front. And your family was never the audience. They were never who you had to perform for. They've been backstage with you the whole time, on your team, since the beginning. Think about what that front actually costs all day. Choosing your words in the meeting, keeping your face neutral when someone says something frustrating, sounding certain even the moments you weren't. All of that only happens because somebody's watching. And being watched means something's on the line. Your family was never that kind of audience. Not because they don't matter. The opposite, really. They're the one group of people you were never supposed to have to perform in front of. They were the exception the whole system was built around. Here's the third piece. There's no clean reset between work and home. You'd think the drive home would count as some kind of reset. 20 minutes of quiet, maybe some music, nobody asking anything of you. But that's not actually how it works. The commute isn't a recharge. It's just a gap where nothing's being demanded yet. The moment you're required to be present again, you're right back where you left off. It crosses the threshold exactly as empty as it left the office. And here's the part that's easy to miss. It doesn't just land on you. Whoever's waiting on the other side of that door gets the depleted version too. A little less patience available for them, a little less support to offer, without either of you quite naming why. There's no receptionist at the door of your house checking whether you left work at work. It just walks in with you, shoes and all.
And one honest thing before we go further. Sometimes it isn't only that nothing's left. Sometimes the little that is left goes somewhere it shouldn't. The wrong word, snapped too sharp, aimed at the person who least deserved it. Not because they did anything, because they were simply the safest place for it to land. That's real too. It doesn't cancel out everything else here. It just means this isn't only a story about running empty.
Wait, is someone watching? Do I need to? No, no one's watching. So why do I still feel like I have to?
Nothing here is asking you to perform. That's not the same as nothing here mattering. And it was never just yours to carry alone. It reaches them too, the second you walk through that door.
So the fix everyone reaches for is a bit more willpower. Turns out willpower was the thing already gone. And that means it was never that you had less love for them. It's that this was the only place all day that didn't ask you to perform anything. So this is where you first feel how much performing actually costs. If you wanted to try just one thing, before you open that door, one slow breath. Not to fix it, just to notice it's already there. That same composed look on your face, the one that showed up automatically the second you walked in, probably isn't fully gone yet. Some part of you might still be doing it right now. A little. Even here. I keep coming back to this. If performing was always just something you do, not who you are, where does it actually get to stop? Is home really the only place that's allowed to happen?